massive 6,300-acre solar-powered project is moving ahead in rural Virginia despite protests from residents nearby. Mandy Gunasekara is with us, former EPA official. All right, Mandy, what do the residents nearby this solar farm, what do they object to?
Hi, Stu. Look, they're worried about what's playing out here, which is political preferences overtaking and ignoring the needs of the community. What folks often in the context of developing out solar panels ignore is that it requires massive amounts of clear-cutting acres and acres. They clear-cutted acres the size and equivalent to half of the area of Manhattan. And what they also ignore, what residents are concerned about, is the minerals that are inside of these solar panels and storage facilities on site leaking out into the ground below them. And this is serious stuff, Sue. This is cadmium from China.
Oh, yes, it is. Okay, but look, is the project held up? Because if it's held up, I have to ask, how many other projects will be held up? And what does that do to the Green New Deal, which want to use these massive solar farms all across the country? They could never be built.
No, I think that is a really good question. And the decision whether to move forward on this will ultimately be borne out at the local level. But when you bring up things like the Green New Deal, this again is preferencing political takeovers and ignoring what communities actually want. And this is what Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and her capitalist cronies want to do. They want to take over the entire economy. They want to tell you what car you can drive. They want to tell you what you can eat. And they want to decide where all of your energy comes from.
I think you meant her socialist cronies. You actually, it slipped out capitalist cronies. But no, we won't worry about that. I want more on this Green New Deal because we got an editorial in the Wall Street Journal today, and it talks about changing the light bulbs in New York City's housing authority apartments. Turns out that it costs $1,973 per apartment just to change the light bulbs. Now, the Green New Deal says every single building in the country has to be retrofitted. If it costs $1,973 for one apartment to change the light bulbs, that is just killed the Green New Deal before it gets out of the gate, hasn't it?
I think so. You're seeing how these socialist ideas, thank you for correcting me earlier, how these socialist ideas actually play out in local communities. $1,100 on each apartment, that could have been spent on tangibly improving the community and the environment of the people living in those housing projects. It could have been invested in reducing mold. It could have been spent on reducing rats and rodents, things that tangibly and negatively have an impact on the community. But instead, they're spent on changing out the light bulbs without actually helping the people around them.
Just hard to believe, isn't it? $1,973 per apartment. Just unbelievable. Mandy, thanks very much for being with us today. Interesting stuff about that Virginia solar farm. You can't build things these days. Thanks, Mandy. We'll see you again real soon.